Hello people, my name is Rage and welcome and all back to our journey through Telltale's Game of Thrones.
I would, and God's willing someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
But Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the wall.
He promoted me. At the Twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock and I at Roderick's side, but...
It was well deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor.
But you're not allowed to be happy in the world of the Game of Thrones.
The right moment to tell you.
Oh, finally gonna reveal it.
What?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Ooh. Yay! We fulfilled our duty!
What is the North Grove?
Please tell us.
Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way.
It's the container of an ultimate dragon! No, that would be cool.
This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you.
Yeah, I'm awesome!
This will be our secret.
Everyone's gonna love me.
I need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
So, while it does suck that we have to go to the wall, it is very much in keeping with how I want to play this. The success of the house above all others.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice, brothers.
You represent House
Iron
Forrester.
from ice.
Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll be strong.
I know you will.
So, my objective, I realize it's kind of a Lannister attitude to put house above all else, but I kind of want to do it with a little bit more compassion than obviously they showed, which was zero of it, brutally and efficiently removing any obstacle in their way. Whereas I will only do that if it's absolutely necessary. Not that I may not decide it's necessary, just for the sake of, you know, killing an innocent, because the odd innocent slaughter is a little bit of fun. But I will gladly go to the wall if it means protecting the house. I think it's definitely something this squire would do. He served Lord Forrester all of his life. He's really indebted to him. Lord Forrester's treated him well. He respects the family. He respects his liege lord. And now that he's dead, he's going to carry on his final wish. And he's going to respect his dying words. And if that means having to go to the wall to keep the house safe, then that is what I will gladly do. I have a feeling it was my only option anyway, but I'm kind of happy I kind of went with it. I think it makes sense within the universe, but I imagine there will be a lot of decisions that you guys may not agree with that I may mwah at, but we'll see what happens down the road.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
So Ethan is the new de facto Lord of House Forrester.
And if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
Haha, she totally knows. So that's the younger one.
Something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just
Right, we'll just decide that we've won. That's a very young lord thing to do.
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
So we're playing as Ethan as well. That's awesome.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I should have guessed that from the main menu.
And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
Until I get my head chopped off by a Lannister.
And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
Oh, poor kid.
Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
He'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
No
Yeah, I am.
what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
He doesn't know me or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
What
Ethan,
does
you should
milksop
let Sir
mean?
Royland teach you how to wield a sword, like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember
Okay.
when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
There's a lot of parallels between the Forrester
Where
children
was
and
I?
the Stark
You weren't
children,
born
which I think
yet.
is deliberate and very
It's so
clever.
much fun. But then, well, then
Torn
everything
asunder by the
changed.
war and
Roderick
forced to
became
look
so
after
serious,
themselves in whatever way they
bored in
can.
training.
Power
Nobody
thrust
smiled
upon
at him.
one too young.
And Asher just got angry.
Rob Stark,
at
Ethan.
Everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know
No.
a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I may have to change.
I will
Rather
indulge
than
my
a
power.
lord.
We'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
No, I'm not gonna really. Well, I might do. Depends who I'm indulging my
Since
power
you're the
upon.
new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
Haha,
With that
kid
simple.
logic!
It would be nice if someone did what
No.
I wanted for once.
You have to understand, being Lord is a great responsibility. I can't just fool around.
Thank you for that, Roderick.
Okay, Venom.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
You can't talk to me like that. I will go to the Great Hall at my own pace. And I'm only going because I happen to want to go there anyway, so shut
What's
up.
the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Ah, we're going to see the ramifications of our
Duncan,
Bolton slaying.
He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay. With his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
I will go.
Very well then.
Because, you know, it makes sense. While I would like to stamp my foot and be like, I am the Lord, you do not tell me where I must go. Again, you gotta put your pride to one side and enjoy the ride. And, you know, disloyalty I will not abide. And in my subjects I will confide. So step aside. Yeah, I'm a Game of
Showed
Thrones
up
rapper now.
unannounced. Lord
Terrible
Whitehill
one,
is in
but,
the
you know.
lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here.
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction.
Oh, none will be given, my friend.
Firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I
can
got
handle
this.
Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
I hope I get the ability to, like, ask for him to be executed. That would be neat. But I don't think it would fly somehow. You know, the whole 5 times army thing. But this is going to be good. This is going to be a little bit of a power off, a little bit of a political backwards and forward,
Lord
fencing
Ethan,
with
is
the
it?
mouth.
My condolences for your father.
This is
and
going to be the
brother.
real test of Ethan as the Lord. His
The
first.
late Lord Forrester
real
was
one.
no friend to me or my house.
Thank
Ignore
you.
the handshake, but thank him. It's both a slight, but not one he can call
My
out.
only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. They're trying to rile me. but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head.
And you're fat,
No
so
bread and
there.
salt. What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! Talk to a lord. You
I'm a lord
Foresters
myself,
shit on us for
bitch.
generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they?
Well, this is
We're
awesome.
The power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe
But
if
I
we
am.
were so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Ooh, this is where the penny's gonna drop.
We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Yeah. Attacked for no reason.
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type.
Oh!
Where's the
Oh!
fucking coward who killed
I
my
cannot
men?
wait to have
I
the
know he's
opportunity to
here.
kill him.
What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy.
Hell
You
no. So you
denied
gotta be
me of
firm.
it. I'm not
Backbone.
leaving until I
Don't
have my
stand down.
justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Oh.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. This is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
A little bit of a
Lord
backhanded
Ironwood.
compliment
By
there.
rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Bitch slapped by the lady of the house.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Good. Rub salt in that wound. Can't wait for him to die as well. Defiance or diplomacy? A
I
very
was wrong about
worthy
your son,
name
my
there.
lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a
I think I handled that pretty
Need
well.
some
I think
work
I'd
nearer
suit being a
Ethan's
lord of a
land
house.
once.
Just saying. Awesome. So playing the role of a young
Your sister can
person
help us.
who's had power thrust
Although
upon them.
just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favour. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's
Ooh.
presented to her as it should be.
So we get to play, I thought we might, so we get a character in King's Landing. So that is where Tyrion and Cersei, etc. Oh, this is going to be exciting. Getting to experience the drama that goes on in King's Landing, the assassinations in actual interactive form is going to be epic. Ah, I really say epic in that way, but this justifies it. the Ironwood token. Remember where you are from. Although she's definitely dressed like a Tyrell. Floral patterns, blues representative of Highgarden, their ancestral seat.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
They like to represent the lovely, lush lands that they own, being one of the most fertile landholders in the Seven Kingdoms. They hold a lot of power just for that fact.
To remember him.
Because the Lannisters may be able to fund an army, but the Highgardens can certainly feed an army, which is why their alliance is such a potent thing at this stage in the proceedings of the Game of Thrones. So it's quite interesting to see these power plays actually happen and what kind of effect we're going to have on it as a Forrester handmaiden to Marjorie. I am very, very interested, and I wonder if Natalie Dormer, I think, plays Marjorie Tyrell, will be actually doing the voice acting. I know a few are. I don't know. Will you be Iron Wrathing? Nobody knows the Iron Wrathing. Nobody knows. Letter from Mother. What have you got to say, Mother?
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Okay. It's gonna happen. I love the art style of the game being like sort of a moving pastel painting almost. It is the, if you're not gonna go full realism in Game of Thrones, this is the next best thing. It really looks lovely. I'm really impressed with the visuals. Telltale have really pulled a blinder here.
Sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Well, he looks like he's seen better days. Poor kid.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Of course I avoided his question. There's no point sowing doubts in a servant because
of course, milady.
They may speak those doubts to the wrong person. You cannot reveal even the slightest hint of your plan to anyone in the capital. I love that I'm getting the opportunity to play the Game of Thrones because I've often... It is often I've always thought I'd be kind of okay at it. Maybe that's a really cocky thing to say, and I realistically know I'd get slaughtered instantly just because I probably wouldn't have the... I don't know. I think I'd be okay at the plotting part, but everything else I'd fall down on. Which, to be fair, is where the game's great, because it's mostly plotting. Ha 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 ha! No, but I'd get killed very quickly in the Game of Thrones.
Why are you telling me this?
Yes, good question. Servant boy. This right here is exactly what I was saying! Don't reveal stuff, even accidentally, in front of servants. They will tell the wrong person who will use the information to their advantage, namely me.
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble.
Littlefinger 101,
guys. Don't
guys.
tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Exactly. I love that that happened. Literally reiterating what I said. Wonderful. I know what I'm doing, guys. I got this. I got this for House Forrester. Repping them. Marjorie Tyrell!
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
Oh.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
Actually, it's the voice actor! Wonderful! Well, the actor voice acting, I should say. You know what I mean.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend.
Her model
Thank you, my lady.
Seems a little off. Her face seems a little weird.
What's happened to your family? I feel your pain as if it were my own.
Oh no, maybe not. Maybe it was just the angle.
What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
I need your help, my lady.
Of course. And I will help you in any way I can. But there's another matter we must attend to first. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the Northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
If we just play along,
I knew I could trust you.
do what she wants,
Humor her.
then she'll
Tell
help
her what
us.
she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will.
Oh
You
yeah,
will feel one thing, but
I
you
got
must
this.
say another.
I was literally about to say one thing, think another. That is how you do. Marjorie ain't stupid in the show. Little bit naive, but certainly not stupid. Tyrion and Cersei. I mean, obviously I knew Cersei would be there, but Tyrion and the Iron Throne itself. The nerd is happening. Oh, the nerd excitement. Okay, we get to walk forward ourselves. So we're actually going to get to interact with Tyrion and Cersei. I am looking forward to hearing Peter Dinklage's voice emanate from that character over there.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
It really is! Oh, that is awesome! Sorry, I'll shut up and let you listen, but just yes!
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Ooh. Stand tall.
Truly, Your Grace.
I should hope so. Speak falsely, and it'll be worse for you.
Oh, and there we have the voice of
House Forrester
Cersei.
is a northern house loyal to the king.
Wonderful.
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he?
Let's be
She
vague.
is.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say...
Damn it, Tyrion! Don't point out what I'm subtly doing! Hey, the girl is clever! He knows what's up, he knows what I'm doing.
I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
Shh! Traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Haha!
Perhaps
Loving
too clever
this.
for her own good. And she would have us believe she didn't know which king she served. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Why, thank you, Tyrion. I tried my best.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships
Verbal
and shields
jousting
to build
at
to
its
Joffrey Reed
finest.
with steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you?
Veiled threats do
Ask
not
any
scare
Lannister,
me.
and do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Tyrion!
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's
Give
a
away
point to
nothing.
this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
Ooh.
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
Well, I think for the sake of pleasing Cersei, which is what Marjorie wanted us to do, I'm hoping that we then get the option to be like, shh, Marjorie, please, I only said that to Cersei to make her happy, I got your back, don't worry about it, you know what I'm doing. But I have a feeling the game won't let me do that, but it's still my gut instinct to effectively lie to Cersei and say the king, even though I'm pretty sure the game won't let me say that was a lie to Marjorie. So that's my train of thought here, and that's what I'm going to roll with.
Of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out.
Ooh.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man.
That he was.
You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even
Tyrion
under the
will
best
probably
of
help us.
circumstances.
Tyrion's a
These
good
are
guy.
trying times, my lord. My family fears what might happen now that the Boltons rule the north.
They must still answer to the crown. You shouldn't forget that, nor should they. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can.
Indeed.
She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure Ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you. And
oh,
your
let's
house.
walk a fine line. Let's
I'm
play a
willing to risk
game.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Don't worry, I know what I'm dealing with here. I think I played that pretty well. Probably could have done a little bit better. I think I was right with my reasoning on the choice, but probably should have taken the opposite one because of that, but that's okay. But I think, everybody,
Mira, I was worried.
now is a good time to call it quits for this episode. We've gone past the half-an-hour mark, and we've done a lot. We've introduced Ethan as a playable character, introduced the handmaiden to Marjorie Tyrell, and I think now the stage is set for us to really go for this, so I am very excited for next episode, as should you be. So my name has been Rage. I'm going to like if you enjoyed this. It really does help, guys. I do appreciate it. And subscribe for more. Goodbye. I will totes win the Game of Thrones. I have no idea what that was, and I'm sorry.